Hi there, it's Charlotte Thornton, the Career Mentor for Actors. How are you doing? Welcome to another Mindset Mini. And today I want to talk about sort of life mastery or self-mastery. So I wanted to put the question to you of how often, or if at all, have you done something uncomfortable, such as cold showers, maybe a 24-hour fast. You may have other ideas. I'd love to hear in the comments. These are a couple of things that I've done and tried, and they're very interesting experiments for a couple of reasons that I'll talk through. But one of the things I wanted to bring up is that sometimes when I talk to people about these, they're like, oh yeah, cold showers, Wim Hof, or fasting. Yeah, God, it's so good for you. And then other times people are like, oh God, no, I couldn't do that, couldn't do that. And of course you could do that. We can all do that, but it's not necessarily easy. Yeah. And I'm wanting to encourage you, or the invitation is to do things that aren't easy. If, for example, we feel we couldn't get in a cold shower for a couple of minutes, then I would, when you're 100% control of that situation, whether you do it or don't do it, or we feel like we couldn't, just drink water for 24 hours, we couldn't possibly do that, I would question how much self-mastery you have, because we're trying to do something really challenging by being an actor. You're trying to go out. It involves being uncomfortable. I've done videos before on my link between being uncomfortable and being successful. It taps into so many things: how we deal with our self-talk, motivation, procrastination, the uncomfortability, obviously, belief about whether it's possible or it's not possible, self-discipline, willpower. There's so many things connected to it that we can see how well those skills are doing within ourselves. And we're trying to go out in the world basically and do something really challenging, and that will sometimes be difficult and uncomfortable and involve us to have discipline and willpower. So if we are unwilling to, in our own lives, be a little bit uncomfortable over something we have 100% control, I would question how much you're going to go out and conquer what is the Mount Everest of the acting career, if in your own home you're not prepared to put yourself a bit out there. Not so you have to have the right motivation. I'm not suggesting you need to do a cold shower to prove you're a good actor, or fast for 24 hours. There may be some other thing. My point is, sometimes it's really interesting to hear people's reactions to that, as to what people are prepared to do and how much we're prepared to get out of our comfort zone. So for example, with the 24-hour fast, obviously, me, Charlotte Thornton, decides I'm going to just drink water for 24 hours, give the system a break, give it a chance to clean and cleanse. And instantly the self-talk's going, well, surely you could have an apple. I mean, an apple's healthy. And it's like you're being tempted. And what's interesting is not only are you being tempted, and we have this opportunity to resist and to use willpower to resist that temptation. But also what's interesting is, who's that voice? Because I've decided to do the water fast. So who is this person who's not on my team telling me to break the fast with, it doesn't matter with what, right? Yeah, I'm sure breaking it with an apple is slightly better than breaking it with a Mars bar. But that little voice, that's the little voice that comes in to your acting career and puts you down and isn't on your team. It's the same little voice. So it's really interesting just to do the fast purely from that experiment of hearing the voice, letting it reveal itself, and knowing it's not you, because you've decided to do the fast. Yeah, you've decided to do that. And so how do we handle that voice? And can we sit through the uncomfortability if we've not done one before of a 24-hour fast? And if we can't, if we fall to the voice, what does that mean in our acting career? Are we also falling to the voice? Or if it, or basic kind of habitual, but I normally have my coffee now, or whatever. Yes, sometimes we have to, if we want something big, we've got to dig deep through some difficult times. And often it can feel, oh, I'm not getting the opportunity, I'm not getting out there, I'm not getting in front of people, I'm not being given the opportunity to be brave and courageous and out of my comfort zone. So if you're not getting that sort of opportunity out there in the acting industry, I'm going to suggest, or the invitation is, to create some of that for yourself, whether it's a cold shower or a 24-hour fast, or a sound. There may be other things, and I'd love to hear in the comments sort of things people have done. But there's little challenges we do that really test us, test ourselves, give us an opportunity to hear the self-talk, gives us an opportunity to see how we handle it, and if we're prepared to be uncomfortable for a short period of time. We're pretty cozy most of us. I imagine if you're watching this video, you know, we've got water that comes out the tap and hot water and duvets and a roof over our head and food in the shops. You know, we're pretty cozy, we're pretty mollycoddled. So every now and then I think it's really good to just sort of test our own mastery, our own self-mastery. So when we do something that's uncomfortable, we want to, there's a part of us will always be pulling back to comfort. And so the mastery is going, no, I've decided to do this, and I am the stronger, more powerful, more sovereign voice within this decision. And so what I've decided stays. So you can tempt me with as many apples as you like. Celery stick, surely you can have a celery stick. You can do that as much as you like. I am not budging, because this is what persistence looks like. This is what determination looks like. And sometimes we aren't getting that challenge in the acting career, but we can create it for ourselves. And if you can't manage it for yourself, that's where the work needs to be done. So it's not like, oh, you're bad, you can't do cold showers, or you don't want to do cold showers. It's not that at all. It's just like, oh, that's interesting. And also you're probably wrong, right? People say, because my friend said this to me, oh no, I can never do that. And then through her own other people saying things or whatever, she had her own motivation to try that, and she was really loving it. So yeah, psychologically, it just involves us pushing through some barriers and through beliefs. And I think those then help us as we go out into our acting career and our other ambitions, because we know how to break through belief, we know how to dig deep. And so it's sort of like training yourself. So that's my mindset mini today. I'm inviting you to get real self-mastery so that anything the industry throws at you, not a problem. So I'm just getting a little wet so you can see my nice starry sleeves. They're being wasted on this Zoom angle. So yeah, life mastery. If it's not being, if it's not coming to you from the acting world, and it may well be, right? But if it's not, let's step up at home. Step something up, give yourself a challenge, and go and take it on, and observe the self-talk and listen to where you've got discipline and where you haven't, and where you've got willpower and where you haven't, and what you're prepared to do or not prepared to do, and just see if, yeah, you can make yourself not comfortable, not cozy, and build up a kind of a resilience to it. Yeah, you'll be surprised at what you can achieve. That's it from me. Please subscribe to get notifications of when I'm doing these videos, like and share with anyone who you think would enjoy it. All right, have a great week. Bye.